Hi everyone, Canoopsy here, and you want an iPad Pro but don't want to spend a ton of money. Well, Apple's new 2019 10.2-inch iPad may be the tablet for you. It offers the main features of the iPad Pro and iPadOS, but at a price that's much more reasonable. It costs $329 USD or $429 Canadian. You can also save more money if you use Apple's education discount website, bringing it to $309 USD or $399 Canadian. That's a fairly alright discount. I'll take it. This video is my full review and student perspective on Apple's latest and most affordable iPad model. Today's video is brought to you by PaperLike with their brand new PaperLike 2, a screen accessory made for all iPads that makes writing and drawing with the Apple Pencil feel much more like paper. Hit the link in the description to learn more. So first up, the design of this iPad is pretty much the same as many of Apple's older iPad models. It definitely doesn't look as slick as Apple's brand new iPad Pro for sure, but it still is a good looking and feeling tablet. It's also pretty thin and light as well. You have those thicker side bezels up front that accommodate the Touch ID home button that is pretty fast, and the decent enough selfie camera. It's really not amazing, neither is the rear camera, but they do take pictures and videos. The display up front is 10.2 inches and 2160 by 1620 resolution and does look pretty nice. It gets fairly bright, it's vibrant and sharp, it's a nice display. It is a bit reflective at times versus other iPads and isn't the best tablet display that Apple sells, but it is accurate and it's really good for just day-to-day usage. I have no complaints here. The tablet also has a lightning port instead of USB-C, but you can still pick up a lightning adapter on Amazon for plugging in USB drives, monitors, SD cards, all that kind of stuff. I'll leave a link in the description down below to a lightning to USB to whatever adapter. There's also a headphone jack here, so no dongles, no adapters necessary. The iPad Pro doesn't even have a headphone jack. But what makes this iPad so damn close to the iPad Pro is Smart Keyboard and Apple Pencil support, which the previous cheaper iPad did not have. Now, fair warning, these accessories are hella expensive, but if you are buying the iPad for school, for work, anything beyond just watching videos and chilling, you will want them as they make the iPad much more functional. There are other Bluetooth keyboard options you can buy. I'll leave a link to some in the description down below as well, but the Apple Pencil is a must-buy. This is the first generation Apple Pencil with nowhere to actually store it on the tablet and the super weird charging method, but it does work fantastic for writing out notes, doing sketches, all the stuff you actually use a pencil for. This works. I've completely switched over to using an iPad and Apple Pencil solely for all my class notes, and while my notes aren't insanely neat or anything, it does the job very well. Notability is my favorite note-taking app just for all the features, reliability, iCloud support, stuff like that. And if I'm doing rough sketches or even finalized sketches for projects, I use Procreate as it has amazing layer support, customizable brushes, and I'm pretty sure you can actually import Photoshop brushes now, and it gives you a lot of freedom if you just want to be able to make your ideas into reality with a pencil. And the Apple Smart Keyboard, while it's not perfect, is my go-to just for the ease of use. It doesn't use Bluetooth, it's actually connected directly to the tablet, so no charging required. It is a fairly clumsy and complicated folding case with one real viewing angle and that's it when typing. It takes some getting used to, but you will get used to it over time. There's pretty low key travel, but it's just enough for me to actually use it for typing out notes or essays, researching projects. It's pretty solid, it's fine. Now, one of the more controversial moves that Apple actually did here with this iPad is using the Apple A10 Fusion processor that's actually from 2016 and is the same processor that's used in the iPhone 7 series of phones. It is an older processor, but I'm here to tell you, it's fine. Now, it doesn't support any neural processing and it may not support future versions of iOS sooner than later, but these are not really things you're going to be worrying about for the next few years. If you're typing out essays, replying to emails, writing out notes, watching videos, drawing, editing light photos or videos, multitasking, just doing pretty much simple day-to-day things, it's gonna be fine. iPadOS also makes this tablet into much more of a computer replacement with mouse support, advanced multitasking, the new home screen, a usable Files app for importing, downloading, and exporting files. iPadOS has changed iPads for the better, and it runs excellent on this device. Now, if you're here editing large files with lots of layers in Affinity Photo, or super high resolution images in Lightroom, or editing massive 4K videos in LumaFusion, it's gonna feel slow. In that case, get the iPad Pro or the iPad Air. But if you don't plan to push the iPad Pro to its absolute highest limits, it's pretty much good for everything. And doing pretty much everything daily, the tablet always lasts me a full day of usage. I bring it to school, write out notes, do some multitasking, browse Twitter or Instagram. Then I bring the tablet home or to a coffee shop and get more work done in Pages or Keynote, and often watch videos in the evening. That is a pretty heavy day of usage that I just described, and I hit around 50 to 60% battery when I usually actually stop and charge a tablet in the evenings or overnight, or sometimes I even wait till the next day and just charge it then if it's a lighter day or I'm at home. So guaranteed a day of usage, and maybe even a second day of usage as well, depending on how you actually use your tablet. This thing is going to be here for you for all your work. So the 2019 10.2-inch iPad is the cheapest brand new option from Apple that supports the Pencil, keyboard, and iPad OS. And overall, it's a solid package. But keep in mind the iPad mini, iPad Air, and other cheaper refurbished iPads also exist for similar prices. But if you just want a brand new, cheap iPad that takes advantage of all the things I mentioned and really is a solid deal, especially with education pricing, this is definitely the move. It's a good iPad. This video was brought to you by PaperLike with their new PaperLike 2, a special screen protector for your iPad that gives you more control with your Apple Pencil when writing or drawing. PaperLike adds more resistance to your display to simulate paper, which gives you a much more real and natural feel. While writing or drawing on glass can be kind of slippery with the Apple Pencil, drawing on PaperLike just feels much better. It's very easy to install, and besides the writing and drawing benefits, it reduces glare and fingerprints on your display by astronomical levels. It's available for all iPad models with free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Hit the link in the description to buy PaperLike for yourself. So what do you think of Apple's brand new 2019 10.2-inch iPad? Does it offer enough for the price? Would you consider buying one? Tell me in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.